Greetings from the Three Cities. Vittoriosa, Senglea and Cospicua are the names of the three cities, and it doesn't matter what tour book you look at or tourism website you're viewing, they all suggest you come here and have a look around because these cities are authentic Malta. If you go back in the history books from Phoenician times almost, they used the Grand Harbour just next to where I am right now to moor their boats and their ships. The Order of St John, when they ruled here, they literally used this place as their home. I'm going to be taking a look around, seeing if I can learn a thing or two about them. I am currently in the first of the three cities, Vittoriosa. More specifically, I am inside Fort St Angelo, the place that defended the three cities from invasion and attack. I'm going to take a look around the fortress and then head into Vittoriosa and then make my way around the other two cities. Currently around about the area of the upper bastions. The fortress has its own chapel, St Anne's Chapel I think it's called. So I'm gonna poke my head into the door and just see what is in here. Here is the chapel. Look at this, very personal, very small. The altar is just there. Wow. And it's a lot cooler in here. Built from limestone, just like what looks like the entire fortress is built from. Limestone, of course, is plentiful here on the Maltese islands. And there's a lot of buildings built from it. There's what the fortress actually looks like. Okay, benches and flowers and pot plants, and then this view is, I'm losing my bearings a little bit here, that is actually towards one of the other three cities. Somewhere over there is where I got off the boat. I am going to call it a day as far as the fortress goes. I think it is late afternoon here in the three cities, and I want to get into Vittoriosa in particular before it gets dark, just to have a look around in the light. I just want to show you these before I head out of the fortress. This reminds me of my time in the south of France. Look at these incredible super yachts down there in the harbour. I bet they're worth some money. This is St Lawrence's Church. I'll not disturb them. Then nestled between two churches is what looks like a very nice house. And then just around the corner here is St Joseph's Church. From expensive and very beautiful real estate, you get places like this. I can't believe anybody lives there. The windows are broken through, but it is prime time positioning in the city. So it must be worth a fortune. Why it's not being done up, I don't know. Little statue there in the middle. And some kind of plaza area. Very nice. Bram's Super Whip ice cream coming through. In some respects they don't look real. Especially as they're extremely quiet, there's nobody about. It looks a little like a movie set or something like that. I am now approaching the heart of Vittoriosa. Give you a little bit of a glimpse of what it is like here in one of the three cities. I'll work my way through this one and then I'm going to head to the other two a little bit later on. But a very nice area, no doubt about that. And I've got to admit, I'm a little bit lost at the moment, so luckily it is very small. So no matter which way you end up going, you're going to kind of come out to a busier area at some point. The seat of the Maltese Inquisition, now a museum. And my goodness, this building is lit up very nicely. What have we got here? Some kind of church, I think. Some kind of service going on. It is a Sunday, so obviously a very religious day here. So on my left here, going round to my left even further still, is the Gate of Province. This is where the city of Vittoriosa finishes and where the city of Cospicua begins. So I'm going to step through and continue my exploration, and my goodness, look at this right off the bat. This is different. I've got a feeling, if I remember rightly, that Cospicua is a fortified city. So these perhaps form part of the city walls. Some bastions in there, and I've seen some areas that have been redeveloped that you can go and visit. It was the Knights of St John who designated this place a city when they arrived. They liked what they saw and they wanted to give it the status of a city. I'll go down this way now. The Immaculate Conception Church here in Cospicua, and I'm about to head off to my last stop here in this particular city. I'm going to go and see if I can find St Helen's Gate. Should be somewhere up ahead. St Helen's Gate. It was built in 1736, but this was actually built, or I should say designed, by a French architect, and you can really see the French influence placed upon it. A painting up there, very, very, very grand, incredible entrance. And as I said, I'm heading now to my third and final city. This is the gate that sets apart Cospicua from Senglea, which is where I'm heading right now. So I'm kind of just walking along, oh dear, the pathway ends. But, oh, just seen there is another route through here for pedestrians, which is all good. Look at this gate, lit up nicely in the dark here. Very quiet, not many people coming into the city of Senglea, but I'm going to take a walk through it. It is on a narrow peninsula. If you're coming through this gate into the city, then you are going to be visiting that city, because there is no through route. It is a peninsula, as I said, and at the end there is just water. Through the buildings I can see one of the cathedrals of Vittoriosa, and over here I've just spotted the Senglea Basilica, a mighty building dominating the skyline. I could see this earlier when I was across the bay. stands taller than all the other buildings in the city, I think. Apologies if this video has come across a little bit rushed. I'll be honest, I have tried to cover as much ground as I possibly can in as short a time as possible, because after I finished the video and finished looking around the three cities, I've got a ferry to catch back to Valletta, and then from Valletta I've got another ferry to catch taking me back to Slima. I'm at the gardens now in Senglea. This is my final port of call. This is a pretty little garden area with a cannon memorial here in the centre, and it is a nice place to come and sit, I would imagine, relax a little bit, and the views are incredible as well. So there's a kind of watchtower here, and if I go in and take a look through there, you'll see the Grand Harbour of Valletta here in the evening. So I think I'm going to call it a day, and I am going to head back towards the hotel, get some food, and then tomorrow I'm in Valletta looking at the Second World War and how it affected Malta and Valletta in particular. So join me if you can. But for now, good night from the Three Cities of Malta.